Ready?
57907, descend 1,700. Cleared visual approach runway 06.
Stop the chatter for now. So, it's April 26th, about 6:30 p.m. And this video is all about setting up an RNAV approach when I get back towards the Kankakee Airport. So let's take a look first before I go to full screen and check out the weather. So it's 40 degrees, 12 to 15 knots. And barometer altimeter is still 30.30, 55 degrees. Okay. So I'm going to set up the flight first in FS HUD, and since the wind's 40 degrees, I'll be taking off from runway 4. So what we do is KIKK, runway 4, and then upper caret, flight level 030. That means we'll be transitioning to 3,000 feet, direct to first waypoint 5PEX, direct to second waypoint CM Sky, third waypoint is Eugene, and I'm going to be setting up this RNAV approach initially for RNAV into runway 34. So I already know we want to fly to RBS, and you can see, and I'll show you a preview when I set up the flight plan in the 750, but for now you have to trust me. Transition RNAV approach to 34, and then what we've got is the next, by the way, RBS is in initial approach fix, but so is Jet 1B, which is the approach into RNAV 34, and then RNAV approach space, and then KIKK runway 34. So here's our whole flight plan. It's completely happy, and if I can use this approach, it'll stay that way. If the ATC tries to give me a different a different RNAV approach, I'll take it. If they try to give me an ILS into runway 4, I'll still switch to this approach. Alright, keep going here. Request flight clearance.
2. Fly heading 045. Cleared ILS approach report established on localizer. 128.2. Orbit 3779.
Cargo Center. Bravo Papa 49er. We are at Greater Kankakee Airport. Request clearance to Greater Kankakee.
Bravo Papa 49er cleared to Greater Kankakee. Runway 04. Fly runway heading prime and maintain 3000. Squawk 0157.
Cleared to Greater Kankakee. Runway 04. Fly runway heading climb and maintain 3000. Squawk 0157, Bravo Papa 49er.
Bravo Papa 49er, readback is correct. Contact after departure.
Alright.
Contact after departure. Bravo Papa 49er.
Alright, that's it for
Pacifica
now.
6076, continue descend 12000.
Let's turn off the chatter. Now we'll come up here and I'll show you the chart first. Approach. RNAV 34. Okay, so here is RBS, and you can see we'll be heading over to Jet 1B, and then we'll be heading into the final approach fix, Cup 2, and then on to runway 34. Okay, so let's set this up. First waypoint is 5X. And this is where we'll set the transition altitude to 3000. Save it. Next waypoint, CM Sky. Next, Eugene. And we can put in RBS. Even though that's part of the approach. And then we'll finish with KIK. Alright, and we can take a look at this. Here's the preview. So you can see we're going to take off here, make a round trip all the way down to RBS, and it'll be joining up with Jet 1B and then on into the airport. There's a huge echo in my headset, so if my voice sounds weird, that's why. Okay. Alright. That's all ready. Taxi clearance. Okay, let's see. The plane should be almost completely set up for the taxi. Let's take a look. Let's see. Avionics is on, alternators on, instruments, normal operation, radios and avionics. Let's see, we don't need this on. Let's see. Altimeter, we need to do that. Three zero. Okay. Fuel selector, taxi lights. Well, let's see if I got those set up yet. No, I don't have anything on. Wookie. Taxi lights. There we go. And this is thing we'll set up. Now let's see, taxi, Parking brake. Artificial right throttle propeller. Alright. Let's see, what else are we doing? Should have told me about the setting up the altitude and the heading indicator. Alright, those are the last two things. Heading indicator. We need to set the heading bug for 42 degrees, which is the magnetic heading. For runway 4, there we go. And we'll set up our altitude for 3,000 feet. Alright. So we're ready to taxi. And I'll skip ahead unless there's some points of interest like the windsock. Okay. Well, there's the windsock. It's almost straight out. That's kind of bad. Alright, here we are at the runway. Nobody's on approach, so we're good there. Let's see what we got here. Fuel selector, throttle, propeller, mixture, alternator switch is on. Throttle, magnetos. We're not doing the run up. Fuel boost pump switch on. And the pitot heat on while we're at it. Shows it on here. Elevator trim. Let's take care of that. There we go. Flaps one level. There we go. Flight controls. Let's check those out. Ailerons, elevator, rudder. Alright. Nope, nobody out there. Alright. Let's see, what else? Radios and avionics, annunciator lights. Well, they look good. Strobe lights, so let's do the lights. Strobe light. Taxi light off. Landing light on. Those are all on. Okay. What else? Pitot heat, yeah. Boost switch on. Takeoff. Rotate at 60, climb speed 85, landing gear flaps up, fuel boost pump switch off. We're ready. Ready for departure. Let's turn the chatter back on.
Fly heading 075. Cleared visual approach report runway in sight. 2851.
Yeah, that's good.
90309, turn right heading 185. Right heading 185. 90309. 2851, runway in sight. 2851, continue approach. Will continue approach. 2851. 90309, fly heading 170. Fly heading 170. 90309. 90309, fly heading 140.
50,
Fly heading
60.
140. 930
Runway, there we go.
2851. Wind 029 degrees at 12 knots. Cleared to land 11.
Speed come up. Gear
Cleared
up.
to land 11. 2851.
Flaps up.
Bravo Papa 49 radar contact. Climb and maintain 3000. Altimeter 3030.
Climb and maintain 3000. Altimeter 3030. Bravo Papa 49.
Speed's
90309. Fly heading 155. Fly heading 155. 90309.
Pilot.
90309. Fly heading 125.
Here.
Fly heading 125. 90309.
We're under control.
1356. Contact
Should get to
Indianapolis at
3,000 pretty
128.3.
quick. General speed or really
128.3.
these
1356.
pumps off.
Orbit 7379. Fly heading 040. Descend 2500. Fly heading 040. Descend
Let's
2500. Orbit 7379. 90309.
Cruise
Fly heading
climb.
140.
34 inches,
Fly heading
2400
140.
RPM.
90309.
Alright, here we go.
90309. Fly heading 125.
2400.
Fly heading 125. 90309.
34 inches.
2159. Turn left heading 185.
That'll give us a good speed.
Left heading 185. 2159. American Pacific 198. Descend 10,000.
Probably jump ahead in the video until we're
Descend 10,000. American Pacific
heading back
198.
towards
World Travel 909.
Eugene or
Contact
so.
Chicago approach 133.625.
Let's see, cruise.
133.625. World Travel 909.
Everything's looking good. Don't have to worry about fuel.
2159. Turn right heading 260.
And that's descent. Don't need that.
Right heading 260.
Let's take a look
2159.
outside for a minute.
90309. Fly heading 110. Fly heading 110.
Nice looking
90309.
day.
8465. Expect ILS approach runway 27. Expect ILS approach runway 27.
Flying into the wind,
8465.
so our ground speed is only just
2159.
above
Turn left heading
200.
280. Clear
Whereas
visual approach runway 36. Report runway
in
in
the
sight.
cockpit, it's probably like 220.
Left heading 280. Clear visual approach report runway in sight. 2159. 90309. Turn right heading 230.
Alright. We've seen all of this
Right heading
before
230. 90309.
in my ILS approach video. So we'll skip ahead.
133.625. Road travel 1573. Bravo Papa 49. Expect ILS approach runway 04.
Well, they're trying to give me an ILS approach. I don't
Expect
want
ILS
it.
approach runway 04. Bravo Papa 49.
Let's change it.
Pacifica 2853.
Runway
Turn right heading
34.
230. Right heading 230.
RNAV.
Pacifica 2853.
Transition.
Bravo Papa 49.
RBS.
When ready, descend and maintain 1,900.
Apply.
I'm ready to descend and maintain 1,900. Bravo Papa 49.
So it may take a while,
Descend and maintain 4,000.
but they'll
Descend and maintain 4,000.
give me the approach
47,618.
finally. In the meantime, we'll be heading down that way anyway.
Bravo Papa 49. Maintain 3,000.
Alright.
Maintain 3,000. Bravo Papa 49.
And given me the
Pacifica
approach yet.
2853, turn left heading 200.
Left heading 200. Pacifica 2853.
Pacifica 2853, turn right heading 290.
Right heading 290. Pacifica 2853.
Turbulent.
United 1035, descend and maintain 2,300. Descend and maintain 2,300. United 1035. Pacifica 2853, turn left heading 275.
Let's see what we're actually doing in the
Left heading
cockpit.
275. Pacifica 2853.
Pacifica 2853, turn right heading 340.
228.
Cleared ILS, approach runway 02. Report established on localizer.
Right heading
I'll stay
340.
here.
Cleared ILS approach report established.
So, at some point, we'll be descending to 2300.
United 1035, contact Chicago, approach
Probably when we're heading
133.625.
towards RBS. We'll be staying at that altitude for the entire approach.
World travel 2492, descend 10,000. Bravo Papa 49, expect Romeo Bravo
Here it is.
Sierra transition, RNAV approach runway 34.
Okay.
Expect
So-
Romeo Bravo. Sierra transition. RNAV approach runway 34. Bravo Papa 49.
Incidentally, we've already switched on the
Bravo Papa
750.
49, proceed direct Romeo Bravo Sierra. When ready, descend and maintain 2,300.
Alright. We can set this.
Direct Romeo Bravo Sierra. I'm ready to descend and maintain 2,300. Bravo Papa 49.
We can set this for 2300. But what I found is the 750 is very good about maintaining altitudes. So
Pacifica
it's
2853.
not
Established on localizer.
going to descend to 2300 until
Pacifica
it's ready.
2853, continue approach.
Hey,
Continue approach.
this is ready.
Pacifica 2853.
American
Liar.
Pacific 198, contact Chicago, approach 133.625. 133.625. American Pacific 198.
May not actually get to 2300. Like I say, the 750 is in control of the altitude as well as the heading. Okay, so we should load this approach, which I haven't done yet. Approach. Not thinking clearly here. Okay, let's get this going. There we go.
Pacifica
See, we don't need to
7309.
be at 2300 until Cupto.
Descend 6,300. Pacifica 7309. World travel 1177. Descend 10,000. Speed 210.
Descend 10,000. Speed 210. World travel 1177.
Orbit 8076. Fly direct and D. Descend 4,000. Maintain speed 210.
When we're nearing RBS, I'm gonna select the
Direct and
leg
D. Descend
Jet
4,000.
1B,
Speed 210. Orbit
and
8076.
that will activate the approach. Alright, we'll set up this leg.
Southwest 2748. Fly heading 290. Descend and maintain 2,400.
By clicking on this, we'll go to the flight plan.
Fly heading 290. Descend and maintain 2,400. Southwest 2748.
Select this. No, I wanted to do the leg. Maybe I can't do it. Alright. I'll just go direct to. There we go. We'll get this approach active.
Bravo Papa 49 up. Cleared Romeo Bravo Sierra transition.
Clear Romeo Bravo Sierra transition. Bravo Papa 49.
Definitely did that transition.
Orbit
already.
8076. Continue descent 6,300.
Continue descent
Hey,
6,300.
excellent.
Orbit
It updated
8076.
FS HUD. Jet 1B.
Southwest 2748. Contact Chicago. Approach 128.2.
We're still at 2600.
Contact Chicago. Approach 128.2. Southwest 2748.
We don't need to get down to
Chicago Center.
2300
Road travel
until
minor 0
Group 2.
3,900.
So besides tracking all the way to the runway threshold with GPS RNAV, that's the LNAV portion of it. The VNAV
Road travel minor
will give us
091. Contact Chicago.
a
Approach
virtual glide
133.625.
slope. It'll be a magenta
133.625.
line
Road
on
travel
here
minor 091.
as opposed to an ILS with a caret that usually comes down here.
Minor
This
660.
is,
Fly heading 110. Descend
Virtual
17,000.
glide slope that'll come up from the bottom,
Fly heading 110.
which we still have to
Descend
keep
17,000.
centered
Minor 660.
to do a proper
Orbit
glide slope
8076. Continue
to the
descent
runway
6,000.
threshold. We'll
Continue
I'll
descent
point that out
6,000.
later.
Orbit 8076.
That will occur when
United
I
1046. Descend
switch to
14000.
approach, when we make this turn,
Descend 14000.
and
United
it will
1046.
automatically turn off altitude, and it'll say
Bravo
GS
Papa
here.
49 cleared
for
RNAV
glide
approach
slope.
runway 34.
Uh-oh.
Report established final track.
Alright.
Cleared
For the
RNAV approach report
approach.
established final track. Bravo Papa 49.
I'm not going to click approach until we make
American
this
Pacific
turn.
1263. Fly heading 305. Descend 10,000.
Fly heading 305. Descend 10,000. American Pacific 1263.
Orbit 7618. Turn left heading 205. Left heading 205. Orbit 7618. Orbit 7618. Turn left heading 185. Continue descend 2,300. Left
Alright.
heading 185. Continue descend 2,300.
Updated
Orbit
to Jet
7618.
1B. This should start descending here. We could actually lower our speed, our throttle. Let's see if it does it automatically. Now I'm going to click approach. You see the glide slope. We're still in control of the altitude. When you see that go away, it's going to control the glide slope. It starts slowing down.
Niner 660. Continue descent 2,600.
Let's see.
Continue descent 2,600. Niner 660.
5 inches ought to do it.
Orbit 7618. Turn right heading 275. Right heading 275. Orbit 7618.
Still at 2,600. Even though this is 2300.
Bravo Papa 49er, established on final track.
Alright.
Pacifica 7309, turn left heading 050. Left heading 050, Pacifica 7309. Bravo Papa 49er, continue approach.
Continue approach.
Continue. Bravo Papa 49er.
There's the runway.
Pacifica
Hey, here we go.
7309,
It's
contact
dropping.
Chicago, approach 128.2.
Here. Altitude went away. And
128.2.
here's our magenta.
Pacifica 7309.
We need to start slowing down.
Bravo Papa
Get
49,
down.
wind 043 degrees at 11 knots. Cleared to land 34.
40
Clear to
degrees.
land. Runway 34. Bravo Papa 49er.
Orbit
43,
7618, turn left heading
11
250.
knots.
Left heading 250. Orbit 7618.
We gotta slow way down.
Orbit 7618, fly heading 340. Cleared RNAV, approach runway 36. Report
Approaching
established
the
final
runway
track.
pretty quick. You can see we gotta
Fly
lower
heading
our
340. Cleared RNAV,
altitude
approach
a
report
lot.
established final track. Orbit 7618.
I'm at idle right now. I waited too long to do this. This is not good. I might have to do a missed approach. Wouldn't you love to see it? I can't drop the gear yet.
Orbit
I'm at
8751, descend and
170
maintain wind
knots.
2000.
Oh, Bruce. It should give me
Descend
minimums
and maintain
here.
wind 2000.
Should
Orbit
be able to
8751.
call a missed approach. Missed approach. Whoa, mama. I'm calling it here too.
Bravo
Gear
Papa
up.
49er, going around.
Bravo Papa 49er, expect Romeo Bravo Sierra transition RNAV approach runway 34.
Expect
Okay,
Romeo
so
Bravo
it's-
Sierra transition RNAV approach runway 34. Bravo Papa 49er.
So it's telling me to just come around.
Orbit 9er 369er,
Yes.
contact Chicago approach 133.625.
There we go.
133.625.
We
Orbit
need
9er
to,
369er.
instead of going all the way up here to Kedge,
Bravo
What you
Papa
said.
49er, fly heading 345.
345. That's what it wants me to fly up.
Fly, heading 345. Bravo Papa 49er.
Orbit 7618, established on final track.
345.